There's a look at Lucas Moura, who appears to be one of the changes for Gigi going into the second half. Roberto Firmino still sitting down on the bench, and so is Danilo. We did just see Lucas Moura now of Spurs among the players making their way out, among the starters who were making their way out.
I think sort of contractually, from Brazil's point of view, they have to play their big names for a certain period of time. Now, whether that's 45 minutes, 60 minutes, depends on the contracts and the agreements. But certainly we are going to see a lot of changes. And I'd love to see Lucas Moura come on, because at Spurs he has been fabulous this season. I'd love to see the likes of Malcolm from Barcelona, Richarlison. And he is a player I'm very excited about. So Lucas does get his chance.
He changes a quick word with his fellow Premier League footballer, Ederson. Lucas Moura, part of the mini exodus from Paris Saint-Germain as things have changed in recent seasons. He was one of the first big money signings for the Qatari-owned club, along with the likes of Javier Pastore, and both have made their exit now. Well, I haven't had a chance to see too much of Ederson today, as Saudi Arabia have yet to shoot between the stakes, but a young goalkeeper, just 25 years old, who is given a chance to impress ahead of Alisson today. He was candid in the lead-up to this one, saying he knows that Alisson is ahead of him on the national team and that it will take work to try and convince Gigi to be the number one.
Well, I think any player in Brazil knows he's going to be under pressure and fighting for his place or trying to keep his place, which is why I'm so keen to see the likes of Malcolm come on, and Arthur from Barcelona, and as I mentioned, Richarlison from Everton, who is big and strong. And so one thing that they don't have is, we just watched Casemiro chatting there, when those balls are whipped in the box, there's no big number 9 who comes towering in. It's Gabriel Jesus is not bad in the air, but Richarlison could be an amazing player for Brazil.
Second half underway in Riyadh as Saudi Arabia and the all-green get us underway. One change for Brazil, Fred out. It is Lucas Moura who checks in. The rest is as they were on both sides. Alongside Gary Bailey, I'm Andres Cordero. Thanks as always for joining us on this International FIFA Match Week.
Well, I'm surprised it's just the one change. Expecting to see a lot more in the second half. I'm just delighted that we all get to see Neymar and Coutinho and Gabriel Jesus up front, because they are just super talented and have created a bundle of opportunities in the first half. Just the one goal, one disallowed, and a couple of others that were blocked.
Meanwhile, for Lucas Moura, it is his first call-up under Gigi as the new boss took over, getting an opportunity off the bench, now making his 35th international appearance for Brazil.
I think he deserves it. He's been very good for Spurs. And concern there, no doubt, for Pizzi as to who's going to pick him up now that he's on the pitch, Lucas Moura. But he's been very sharp for Spurs, very creative and very good going forward. So expect more opportunities for Brazil now that he's on the pitch.
Neymar scrambles back, but a lazy pass is won back by Saudi Arabia. Al-Mukawi. Botaif. Stepping forward, Alexandro to try and intercept. Here's Neymar. Salem skips past one challenge and brought down by Renato Augusto. Salem Al-Dosari is fouled.
Be careful when you turn your body and you put your foot out, because if that goes over his ankle, that's much a dangerous foul and one that'll get you a card.
Lucas Moura is slotted into the midfield. He's stepped right into the spot that Fred had previously, but you do expect when Brazil have the ball for him to be the man to provide a bit of width on the right flank. Alfaraj looking against Fabinho. Cleaned up by Al-Dosari. So a good switch to Al-Buraik. Able to corral that one by Ebri. Anton Justo. Fabinho. There's Alexandro. Interesting to note that Coutinho playing a slightly deeper role now on the left-hand side. As mentioned, there is Lucas Moura providing the width on the right when Brazil are in possession. Slips it through for Fabinho. Taken away by Otaiz.
Also seeing Fabinho a lot higher on the pitch than he was in that first half. You mentioned that both fullbacks staying deep. Well, he's pushed right up there into attack. Fabinho just on his way back now to take over his normal position.
And certainly Alexandro was the more advanced of the two fullbacks for Brazil. Fabinho staying very conservative in terms of his positioning. It's Lucas Moura who's won this back now into the area for Lucas Moura. Brought down on the challenge from behind by Al Boulaye, and no foul.
Gets the ball, Al Boulaye, but that was very, very close. He took down Lucas Moura. If he doesn't get that tackle absolutely spot on, then it's a definite penalty. So I guess credit to the defender.
Maybe a bit of home cooking as well for Saudi Arabia. Buraik, Al-Faraj, Otaiz. Patient approach here from Saudi Arabia. Really gave a good account of themselves in the first half, considering the opposition. Ball flung into the box. It's chased down by Al-Buraik. Able to keep it in play, but taken back by Alexandro. Coutinho skips past one challenge. Neymar. Pressure by Al-Faraj, and the whistle goes against Salman Al-Faraj.
I think you're right about Saudi Arabia. They have impressed. It's against a super, super talented Brazil team at virtually full strength. They've been good in terms of their defending. They've been sharp on the counter-attack. They really have impressed, and I think Juan Antonio Pizzi can be happy with his team. He's done a good job leading them to the World Cup and getting third place there, and the improvements seem to continue. I guess their big focus is the Asian Cup, which takes place in January
in the United Arab Emirates. In fact, we already know who the opponents will be for Saudi Arabia as they take on North Korea January 8th, followed by Lebanon on the 12th, and then Qatar on the 17th.
Qatar with a good win. Was it 4-3?
4-3, they beat Ecuador.
So they might be getting stronger in preparation for hosting the World Cup.
Next up for Brazil, they'll take on Argentina on Tuesday to close out the Super Classico Championship with a Super Classico, appropriately.
The old enemy. That could be a great game.
After that, taking on another familiar face in Uruguay, November 16th in London. Here's Lucas Moura working against Al-Shirani. Still Lucas Moura. Squared for Neymar. The run of Coutinho continues. The skill from Neymar. Moura off the bench and denied by Otaiz.
A chance for Lucas Moura as well there. Great ball from Neymar through to him, but I'm thinking when he gets the ball, surely he can chip the keeper, get it past the keeper. Maybe we give Otaiz credit for the save. But Lucas Moura, if you want to play your way into this team, then when opportunities like this come, you've got to take them. Let's have a look at it again. Good first touch. Just trying to slot it in.
Being kept on side by Mohamed Al Boulaye, the right back. Really, Lucas should have put that away.
Should have. A good save from the keeper. Yeah, he's got a finger up saying, I made the save, I stopped him. It's a decent save, but I just wonder, could he have chipped the keeper and made sure of scoring as opposed to trying to thread it past the keeper and giving the keeper a chance of making a good save? Either way, it's still just the one goal that Otaiz has conceded.
Lucas, who made the move to Spurs last January in the winter transfer window. Here's Fabinho. Lucas. Pablo leaves it for Casemiro. Coutinho. Mentioned this the first meeting between these two since the lead up to Korea Japan 2002. That occasion, a 1-0 win for Brazil here in Riyadh. The goal, a brilliant free kick by Jalminha, whose talent really should have seen him make more appearances for Brazil. He had a reputation for being something of a difficult player on a training ground, and in fact, Luis Felipe Scolari opting not to include him in the final roster for Korea Japan 2002. So, in his place,
participate. I think it is. Takes his feet first before he gets the ball.
We need that when we saw it in real time. Hence the home cooking comment. But when Jalminha wasn't included, guess who it was? It was a 20-year-old Kaká who had only earned 2 caps at that stage. He was included in what turned out to be the 2002 World Champions.
I just wonder how many top-class Brazilian players have never made it because they had so many unbelievable players in front of them. And it must have happened loads of times.
Still the greatest exporter of footballers to the world, Brazil.
Even here we see it when you look at the bench, the players that aren't playing, be it the likes of Lucas Moura or Firmino on the bench at this stage. If he comes on, Gabriel Jesus then goes off. So even if you're a top-class player, you might not be a regular for Brazil. Wow, that's tough.
Neymar. Lucas has the overlap from Fabinho, squeezes it into the middle, intercepted by Otaif. Al-Shirani running into a bit of trouble. Pressured into putting it out to touch for Brazil. Neymar, blind pass to Fabinho, but a bit of brilliance in the PSG star. Here's Neymar, finding a pocket of space. Neymar on his left. Neymar fires. Neymar just kisses the post on the way.
Another brilliant run by Neymar. He's fantastic, running in that back foot time and time again. Gets the shot off, bends it around. It looks like it's going in. I'm not sure if the keeper got a touch, if it clips the post. Let's have a look at it from here. No, just clips the post on the way by. Keeper doesn't get there. Seems he's not happy about something.
Well, he wanted the corner kick. It is a goal kick for otherwise.
But he has been impressive, Neymar. I know people say, well, of course, it's Neymar. He is going to be impressive. But he's picked up the ball in that space between the back four and the midfield of Saudi Arabia. And he's run at the back four almost every single time. He's the one who created the goal for Gabriel Jesus. And he's had so many good runs, shots that have just whisked past the goal. It's all come from this ability of his to run at goal and still keep his head up and have a good shot or a good pass. Great skills from Neymar.
By the way, Gabriel Jesus, his goal now number 11 in 23 appearances for Brazil. But he's the second top scorer since Chichi took over. Everyone looking up at Neymar with 13. Gabriel Jesus gets his 11th under this manager. His 11th of his international career. Here's Lucas Moura.
And he's still not a regular starter, Gabriel Jesus. It's Firmino who generally gets the nod.
Well, it's Firmino who's basically taken over, potentially, but at the World Cup it was Gabriel Jesus, despite failing to score in Russia. This is dangerous now as Mahebri on the break. Blocked by Pablo. Still alive for Al-Bishi. Lovely disguised pass for Salim, squared in, intercepted by Marquinhos. And it's the PSG defender who puts out the fire.
Eventually puts it out. The ball comes in. He doesn't boot it clear. He sort of traps it, waits, and I'm thinking, get rid of it quickly. And eventually he does.
Here's Alexandro. Heavy touch from Coutinho. And he gets it back. Now Neymar. Gabriel Jesus. Feet from the Manchester City forward. There's Renato Augusto making the run. Instead it's sprayed wide and tracking back. Lucas Moura. Squirts under the foot of Casemiro, and now a chance to break for Al-Faraj. They've got numbers. The Green Falcons. The switch is on. Instead play for El Dosari. Options to the back post. Marquinhos closing down. Al-Faraj. Fires burning away from goal. A chance gone begging for Saudi Arabia.
Another one of those quick counter-attacks from Saudi Arabia. They're very pacey. They've got numbers in the box. At one stage, they had 2 green shirts in that far post unmarked. The ball comes across. Al-Faraj gets the shot, but a little bit earlier, quicker thinking, and they could have been through on goal, Saudi Arabia, but they are very quick on the counter-attack, and that's just exactly what Juan Antonio Pizzi wants from his strikers.
I believe it was Abou Kawi who was unmarked on the opposite post, but never spotted by Al-Faraj or Salem Al-Dosari. Approaching the hour mark in Riyadh. Still a fragile lead for Brazil. 1-0 thanks to Gabriel Jesus.
We'd expect more goals just because they're creating opportunities. Brazil, and Casemiro just calming things down. But if you keep creating opportunities, eventually the goals will come. There's a little bit of excitement in the air that Saudi Arabia could catch them on the counter-attack.
Well, they've never beaten Brazil. They've never drawn with Brazil. All 4 previous meetings, all 4 Brazilian wins. This one will be too if Saudi Arabia cannot find a response to that Gabriel Jesus goal. Marquinhos. Casemiro. It's a great ball to find Gabriel Jesus in the area. Mora. Jesus. Shades of Marcelo on that long pass from Casemiro, made on the right-hand side. Neymar backing up his marker. Neymar with the flick out wide. Alexandro squares it in. Gathered up by Al-Wise.
Neymar, lovely back heel. Awareness, spatial awareness of where the rest of the team are. The skills, the ability, the confidence. To say he's a special player, Neymar, is an understatement, but it's just such a privilege to watch him play.
Al-Faraj is just pulled down. He's claims to be. There's the confirmation.
Come on, show us a Neymar flick, guys. Oh, we didn't get to see it.
Al-Makawi. Al-Bishi back to Al-Makawi, sliding in Renato Augusto by Henry, dispossessed by Marquinhos. By Al-Dosari. Al-Bishi. Target staying for in the area. Finds only the hands of Ederson. What a boot on Ederson to get that away. The Gabriel Jesus.
What a ball from Ederson. Absolutely brilliant, over 80-odd yards. Stunning from the keeper.
Such a proactive goalkeeper. Super keeper, don't feel like.
Saudi Arabia last few minutes. I mean, they're keen on this. They're up for it. They're pushing. They're looking for the counter-attack. They're full of energy and running. Brazil better be careful.
Switch of direction from Salem Al-Dosari, but pass offline, looking for Hatem Bahri. An hour played in Riyadh. A half hour to go and a 1-0 lead for Brazil. Marquinhos. Renato Augusto needed deepness of the midfielders in this second half for Brazil, as Casemiro playing a little further forward. Neymar. Tracked by Al-Faraj. Brought down from behind by Al-Faraj. A bit of help from Abdullah Otaif. Free kick, maybe just outside of Neymar's range for Brazil.
Neymar, so clever, so quick when he turns and accelerates. We said beforehand that we expected this friendly to not have too many bumps and bruises, so I think he'll be happy with that, Neymar. Just gets clipped as he goes down. Continue with the pass. There's that back heel I was calling for. Lovely skill, a lovely awareness as well. Brilliant.
Not improvise, he had that plan to the moment the ball was rolling toward him. Don't put it past him to try and go for a goal from this distance. Flicked into the area. Settled by Al-Bishi. Taking around Gabriel Jesus. Al-Buraik. Al-Bishi. It's a very sloppy pass, and Saudi Arabia get away with it.
They do, but they are a good footballing side. You mentioned the first half, they do like to play. And look at this space, he's gone out wide.
Sharai. And here against Fabinho. Forced to hit the brakes. Has the space for the cross, but not the targets to aim for. Fabinho, raffled into the middle. Otaif. Mokwani. Salim trying to get away from Casemiro. Did well under pressure. Otaif delivered into the area for Al Buraik. Trying to get away from Alexandro. It's the Brazilian left back who wins out. Coutinho settles it into stride, finds Neymar. Runners on there by Lucas Moura. It's Al-Shirazi who wins the position battle.
Nearly a fantastic ball, but here comes Saudi Arabia again. They're full of running. I think they've got a bit more confidence. They would probably think, well, we could be 3 or 4 down by half-time. They're only 1 down. Now they're beginning to look at it and think, hang on a second, guys, maybe we can get something out of this game.
Al-Bishi. Bahebri. Space here for Al Buraik to deliver across and plenty of targets making a run to the back post. Off the head of Al-Bishi. Maybe just took it away from Al-Faraj.
Al-Bishi's header, so positive they're getting in the box with 2 green shirts. Al-Bishi's the one that gets there. Look at the crowd, they're getting excited by this as well. Brazil under pressure.
Momentum building for the Green Falcons. They've taken the quarter short. Aldosari. Al-Buraik. Bahebri. More of a facilitator today. Hatem Bahebri, the attacking midfielder, cast into this center forward role in the absence of Asiri. Aldosari fires, blocked by Casemiro. Headed away by Lucas. So substitution on the way. Brazil set to make their second, and this is on for his 3rd international appearance. Wallace, the Hanover midfielder, getting ready to check in with the number 17. He'll take over from Casemiro. Wallace earning his first call-up under TG.
That's going to be exciting to see how he does. New talent coming in and some fresh legs. Doesn't mean to say Casemiro hasn't played well because they're probably resting his legs for the Argentina match, but we do need a couple of changes here. Brazil just to freshen things up. They looked like they were going to build on that 1-0 lead and go 2 and 3. They haven't done. Saudi Arabia are really back in this game, so it needs a renewed commitment from Brazil to try and get this crucial second.
So Lucas Moura replaced Fred for the start of the second half. Wallace takes over from Casemiro. 6 minutes past the hour. Here's Coutinho. Renato Augusto. Fabinho. Marquinhos. First touches for Wallace, the newcomer. Plays the easy pass to Coutinho. Fabinho. Lucas Moura. And he rushed his pass, Lucas, but it's a kind bounce for Brazil and for Fabinho. Now Gabriel Jesus.
Just a wall of green in front of Brazil, isn't there? Virtually every player, in fact, every outfield player behind the ball, denying Brazil space, trying to pick off the passes and trying to counter with speed.
Very clear there that while it is 4 defenders on paper, they do withdraw to the defensive shape. Al-Bishi actually serves as a makeshift right back. Al-Buraik tucks inside. Here's Al-Bishi doing defensive work. Coutinho settles it inside of the box. Moussaoui is just enough. Al-Bishi. Still Al-Bishi. It's a fortunate bounce. Salim Aldosari. Yasser Al-Shirazi now again working against Fabinho. Al-Bishi. Al-Bukawi. Al-Buraik. Taif. Runs into a brick wall in the shape of the newcomer Wallace. Al-Bukawi. Left it a bit short there for Al-Buraik. Al-Faraj. Renato Augusto not afraid to get stuck in, and he's won it back for Brazil. Downhill football from the Brazilians. It's Neymar. It was Neymar who gets upended by Abdullah Otaif. First yellow card of the match. It comes in the 68th minute. Al Hilal's Otaif.
Yeah, professional foul just to stop Neymar, who was running at their back line. They put so many players forward, Saudi. They were caught a little bit there by surprise. Short of numbers at the back. Nothing malicious about that, just slowing down Neymar's progress. But who'd have thought we'd be saying Brazil under pressure? Neymar's not happy. Who would have thought we'd be saying that Brazil are under pressure from Saudi Arabia, but they have been the last 5 minutes. Saudi's very impressive. That wasn't difficult, did they have one in the first?
10-3, just not on target. They still have none on target, but they've had more shots.
All right, okay.
Brazil still winning that battle, 10 shots to 7. 4 on target for the Brazilians, only 1 coming in the second half. Renato Augusto. Fabinho. Lucas Moura. Fabinho's excellent at Monaco at turning defense into attack, but from a defensive midfield role. One in possession, keeping it very conservative in his right back role.
Which is maybe the instructions he's been given, not to go forward too often.
Now Lucas Moura slaloming his way through, tripped up by Al-Shirani, but no foul spotted by the referee, and a chance for Saudi Arabia to counter. By Ebony. Al-Shirani. It's well read by Wallace, fresh legs in the substitute, and he's done well to win it back.
He's a big player, isn't he, Wallace? He's a midfield.
6'2" defensive midfield.
Wow, that's a big unit. It's going to come in handy.
Lucas Moura working against Shirani. Squeezes it through for Gabriel Jesus in traffic, taken away by Otaif. Switch wide by Otaif.
Tidy play again from Saudi Arabia, coming down the right-hand side. We've got players with pace running at the back 4 of Brazil. They're causing them a few problems here this evening.
20 minutes left, still a 1-0 lead for Brazil. Bahebri took it away from Salem. Al-Shirani. Brazil just inviting Saudi Arabia to cross the ball into the box. And Saudi Arabia not interested. Ball just crossed the line as it got away from Al-Buraik. It will be a throw for Brazil.
I wonder if Chicho's got any other substitutions he's got up his sleeve. Again, I'm just wondering if Richarlison doesn't come on at some stage. Or Firmino, just to get a little bit of a stretch in case they need it next Tuesday.
Saudi Arabia will make their first change of the match. It's with the number 2. It's Said Al-Muwalid who will check in. Right back for Al-Ali in Saudi football. And he'll step in light for light to replace Mohamed Al-Buraik.
Let's check in to see if that was a penalty on Lucas Moura or not. If it would have been anything, it would have been a free kick outside the box, but not given.
So the first change for Saudi Arabia is a defensive substitution. Said Al-Muwalid checks in. Double switch coming for Brazil. Looks as though Coutinho's day is done. Coming in to replace him with the number 15 is Arthur. So one Barcelona midfielder in for another. Gabriel Jesus will also make way.
Richarlison.
With the number 7, it is Richarlison, who will likely play in that center forward role, despite playing as a left winger for his club team Everton.
To show you Gabriel Jesus' goal there in the first half. He's now off. The Brazil family and friends delighted with that. This is a player I want to see, Richarlison, because he's big, he's strong, he can get on the end of crosses and set pieces, he's got great touches. And I made a comment a few weeks ago that he could be a future Ballon d'Or winner as centre forward for Brazil and possibly Barcelona. Wow. So I got some positive comments and some sort of ha-has, but yeah, if you are the striker for Brazil, you are going to be one of the best players in the world. And he seems to have it all. Early days, Richarlison seems to be the real deal.
21-year-old, now playing in the Premier League for Everton, scored a brace against El Salvador in September for Brazil. insurance goal. Meanwhile, Artur, a player who has a really good opportunity to transform Barcelona, shades of Xavi Hernandez. Not my words, those are the words of Lionel Messi. Wow. They had an outstanding showing in the Champions League for Barca against Tottenham in Wembley a couple of weeks back.
He did. It was very impressive because he's aggressive, he's strong, he's good defensively, but he can also pass and look for opportunities. He's ideal in midfield, and I can see the sort of connection with comparison with Xavi, more so than Iniesta. Iniesta was more of a touch player. Xavi could get stuck in, and that's certainly what Artur can do.
Here's Marquinhos to Pablo. Artur. Brazil prodding for an opening. This, so far, solid Saudi defense. Neymar. Taif just stepping forward. Here's Mohamed. Salem. Mohamed is fouled from behind by the newcomer Artur. A free kick for Saudi Arabia.
I'm surprised to see Neymar stay on what looks like, well, certainly 75 minutes, maybe the entire match. I thought he would have come off a little bit earlier, just keep him under wraps for the Argentina match as they take a water break.
Well, maybe if it was 2 or 3-0, Chichi might be more inclined to do that, but as mentioned, a fragile lead as they take the second water break. Again, the temperature over 90 degrees today in Riyadh. Anything over 86 Fahrenheit allows for cooling breaks. PT having a chat with the so far very impressive Salman Al-Faraj.
Here's just showing you that it looked like a deflection, just goes wide. It's from Neymar anyway, shot off the post. A couple of other highlights. Neymar all match long been running at that back line. This is the ball through for Gabriel Jesus for the goal. The thing about this Brazilian team, it's a young team. Renato Costa is the only one who's what you call old-ish at 30. Everybody else is 27, 26, 24. The whole back line is reasonably young. Goalkeeper as well. I mean, this team, again, if you just take out Renato Costa, could be together to the next World Cup and beyond. So Chichi being wise about the players he's choosing and looking at both the short term and the long term.
And at the moment, not counting on a player like Douglas Costa, who had to drop out of the squad. Gabriel Jesus celebrating his 11th international goal. He's got a good strike rate for Brazil with 11 goals in 23 games.
I think Manchester City fans will be saying, man, why is he not doing it for City when he can do it for Brazil?
Well, it helps to start a few more games. He's not been a regular starter for City this season. He's only has those 2 goals in 10 matches, all competitions.
To be fair, Kun Aguero for me is one of my favourite strikers in world football, and it's hard to oust him if he's in form. He just scores goals for fun, that little man, and he's so quick to turn. So I think he seems to be the first choice at City, which doesn't mean to say Gabriel Jesus isn't good. It's just that he's got a fantastic striker ahead of him.
The announced attendance today, just over 23,000 at King Saud University Stadium. It'll be a bit more than that when Argentina and Brazil take on each other head-to-head on Tuesday, October 16th. So not it down for Wallace. Here's Fabinho. Artur. Finds Renato Augusto. He felt the approach of Salem Al-Dessari, who commits the foul.
Bit of a dead leg there. Painful. So we'll look at it from here. Knee.
If he didn't feel the approach, he felt the impact.
Sometimes it can just catch you wrong. You know, you can be hit by somebody else's knee in the leg and you don't feel much, but if it just catches wrong, it can give you a real dead leg.
On the left side of your picture there is the 41-year-old recalled to the national team, Hussein Abdul Ghani.
Wow, 41.
He's been out of the national team picture for the last 4 years. Did not make the squad for Russia 2018, but recalled to the national team now by PT.
But that was a surprise. If you've been out for 4 years, you don't expect a phone call to get back in at 41.
If you called Renato Augusto oldish, what do we call Abdul Ghani?
Well, needs must, I guess. As the lights, the cell phone lights come on in the stadium. If PC feels that he needs that experience or that knowledge, bring him back. Maybe it's just a thank you. Come and play against Brazil as a thank you for your services.
No regard for battery life in the stands. 12 minutes left to play. Saudi Arabia 0, Brazil 1. Brazil got the breakthrough, if you're joining us late, from Gabriel Jesus in the 43rd minute. Assisted by Neymar, who's having a phenomenal game, playing in this number 10 role, the more central position.
So if you're a member of the Green Falcons out there today, you're thinking, oh, it's only 1-0, just over 10 minutes left. Guys, we keep working hard. Don't let them score and maybe catch a goal. We can get a famous draw here today.
Lost 1-0 to Uruguay at the World Cup. Egypt 2-1 to close out their group stage campaign. I think even if the score stays this way, PT will have a lot to be happy about. The performance from the Saudi Arabia side.
Well, I'm just saying, 10 minutes to go.
Could get happier.
You're beginning to think, hang on a second, we've got a chance. Look at the space again for Saudi Arabia out on the right.
Al-Muwalid. Al-Khawi. Otaif. Nice run being made by Ebony. Advantage given for Al-Sharani, trying from distance and knocked away by Marquinhos. That was nice from Otaif. It was dummied through for Salem Al-Dasari. He was fouled, but the advantage rightly called by the referee. Meanwhile, substitution for the hosts. Stepping into the number 8 shirt, that's Yahya El-Shehri. He'll take over from Al-Bishi. 28-year-old right winger for Al-Nasr in Saudi football.
He's done really well, Al-Bishi. He's threatened, he's quick. He's been running at that Brazil defense whenever he could. He's put in a really excellent shift here today.
Yahya El-Shehri won't be the most imposing figure on the pitch. He's only 5'5", for his 63rd international appearance.
Than he thought, which could be a good thing, because now defensively they still have to keep their shape and be careful.
And gets away from Lucas Moura, tracked down by Al-Bulai. Eventually over to Al-Awais for his goal kick.
See, they're keen to get going, Saudi Arabia. They can smell blood in the water here. If you'd have said to them before this match, Dre, that with 10 minutes to go, you'd be only 1-0 down. Bad pass there, but you'd be 1-0 down, they'd have snapped your hand off.
Gets away from Al-Muwalid. Well, the crowd believe the team responded to an equalizer. Fabinho. Lucas Moura. Renato Augusto does well to settle. Brought down by Al-Sharani, and this will be a free kick for Brazil. A dangerous set-piece chance on the way.
Clever from Renato Augusto there. He just waited for the bump, went down, grabbed the ball just to make sure the referee had to stop the game. Once you grab the ball, the referee either gives a free kick against you for handball or gives you the free kick. Inevitably, they'll give you the free kick. So, experience of Renato Augusto coming through. And now, you've got big Richarlison in there. And also got Wallace at 6'2". Maybe they're a little bit stronger from the set piece now, Brazil.
Swung in by Neymar, sent back by Al-Sharani.
But to mention, it has to be a good free kick as well.
Fundamental. Fabinho rolls it back for Ederson. Ederson only his second appearance for Brazil, if you can believe it. Alisson has just been that good at that steadying goal. His debut came against Chile in World Cup qualifying back in October of last year. It's a 3-0 win for Brazil. Ederson has not seen a match for the Verde Amarela since. Slided down dangerously, a chance for Richarlison. It's just blocked at the edge of the box.
Very close, Richarlison. Good speed there, gets ahead, actually gets a shot, and otherwise once again making a save for the Green Falcons. Al-Faraj.
that a lot closer. What have they spotted here? It looks as though they're going to take a look at video review. This should be indication by the referee.
This is interesting.
So it was on that Richarlison action earlier.
Keep outside the box when he handballs this. He is, yeah. Handball outside the box.
It does come off of the midsection first. We'll see if that has any bearing on the decision by the referee here.
So if he's deemed to be a handball and deliberate, it's denying a goal-scoring opportunity. Does that mean it's a red card?
Well, they would only be reviewing it if it was a penalty or a red card. So the only two things they could look at there is it an immediate sending off, or is it inside of the box? It's clearly outside of the area, and it's a red card. Yeah. Mohamed Al-Owais sent off for a handball outside of the area, denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Much he could do. I mean, he's put his arms wide. It's not like it's a deliberate handball. Oh, it's so tough on the keeper. He's had a fantastic game. Made a number of crucial saves.
Now, I mentioned it does strike the abdomen first, but when you come out with your arms like that, that is a deliberate action with your arms spread out, making yourself big, which is fine if you're inside of the area as a goalkeeper, not so much outside of the 18.
But you've got to drop, so your arms are out inside the area, and as you cross the line, you've got to drop those hands. But yeah, look, he's 3-4 yards outside his box. He should have realized that he needs to keep his hands out the way. So in the end, there's no real argument. Doesn't seem fair. It's only a friendly, guys.
Well, 5 minutes left. Saudi Arabia will now be reduced to 10 men. And this could be an opportunity for the 21-year-old Mohamed Al-Rubai to make an impact.
And it's a free kick, of course. Gay comes back. Free kick on the edge of the box for Neymar and company. But that's where Richarlison was good. Richarlison was quick, strong, brave. And he's the one who causes the situation, which eventually ends up with the red card.
Well, it won't be the 21-year-old. It will be the veteran 32-year-old Mustafa Malayeka to make his international debut at age 32 against Brazil, down 1-0 with 5 minutes left to face a Neymar free kick from outside of the box.
Good luck on your international debut. You can always tell your kids that I faced a Neymar free kick on my one and perhaps only appearance. And of course somebody has to be sacrificed off the pitch as well, because they're down to 10 men. So some poor Saudi player,
I believe Hatem Bahebri will be the man sacrificed. And indeed it will be Bahebri.
That's tough. Through no fault of your own, you get yanked in the last few minutes when you're hoping to pop up and score an equalizer.
So Malayeka getting ready to make his international debut. Hatem Bahebri in no rush to get off.
A little bit of drama here towards the end.
Malayeka plays his football as the rest of the Saudi team does in Saudi Arabia for Saudi club Al Faisali.
Goalkeeper Malayeka excited to be facing a Neymar free kick, but this is the only touch he gets in the 5 minutes and it goes in. Then he'll be telling his kids, I came on, didn't touch the ball and they scored. So let's hope for the keeper's sake it's not an embarrassing entrance onto the pitch.
I guess as he would leave that part out.
Yeah.
Straight red card for Al-Owais, which should keep him out of the game against Iraq.
Malayeka just lining up his wall. Always one extra man outside the wall, so you can't bend it around. A lot of bodies in front of the keeper. It's going to be hard to see this ball.
He crowd in front of goal. And Neymar from just outside the box. Neymar flips the top side of the wall. And Malayeka breathes a sigh of relief.
It does, because it was hard to see the ball through all the legs, both of his own players and Brazil. It's very difficult for the keeper. There's a big man, Wallace there, if they can get the ball on his head. The ladies love Neymar. Look at the reactions.
to the corner flag. Neymar ready to deliver. Outswinger near post. It flashes wide of the target. It's met by, I believe, Wallace.
Wow, that was a good ball in with pace, and Wallace throwing himself at 6'2". He's going to be a real asset for Chiche in set pieces. That ball coming in with lots of pace. In fact, he really should have scored there, because at the end he gets ahead of his marker and he's got a free header on goal 6 yards out.
I think he's anticipating the contact with Abdullah Otaif and just recoils at the last minute. So next up for Saudi Arabia, they'll take on Iraq on Monday, October 15th. Next up for Brazil, a clash with Super Classical rivals Argentina on Tuesday here on beIN Sports. Here's Neymar. He's pulled away by Al-Bulahi. He's full of hunger and desire there, Neymar, isn't he? Trying to win the ball back. Final minute of the 90.
He's been very impressive today, Neymar. Running at the defences, always looking.
Here comes again Neymar.
Well, gets pushed and pulled a little bit.
It's one way to stop him. Al-Faraj handcuffs him.
I'd like to suggest that on Tuesday is going to be a lot less friendly from the Argentinian defenders.
What a moment this is. The 41-year-old Hussein Abdul Ghani getting ready to check in for the first time in 4 years. His 135th international appearance for Saudi Arabia. He's been made to wait for it.
Old enough to be the father of probably half the team that he's playing with.
Salam El-Dosari, the man who is replaced. Abdul Ghani, a left back, but can also play in that left wing position. We'll see if Al-Sharani steps forward or if Abdul Ghani gets a more advanced position.
Well, it's a lovely moment. Only a couple of minutes left, but at 41 to come on the pitch. We'll certainly add this one to his scrapbook.
6 minutes added on, so he'll get a bit of time to enjoy his return. He'll do it wearing the captain's armband. And just listen to that ovation.
So I just wonder if this isn't sort of a little thank you to him for services over the years, especially as he comes on as captain.
He's been very good this year in the Saudi League, playing for Al-Hol. Chance from distance and doesn't get it to bend enough. It's his performances in 2018 that convinced Juan Antonio Pizzi to recall the 41-year-old Abdul Ghani.
Okay, so you're saying it's not a thank you for old time's sake, he's actually earned it.
Could be both. Maybe not done with the substitutions yet.
He's got 5 minutes left to come on.
That's the 21-year-old Abdul Rahman Garib. He's getting ready to come on to replace Hussein Al-Mokhawi.
Gets down to 10 men that need some fresh legs. Some of these players have really put in a shift today here at Saudi Arabia. Made it very difficult for Brazil.
So just a 20-year difference between the last two substitutes for Saudi Arabia.
This is what Brazil always face every time they play, especially against lower opposition. A lower opposition are going to run their hearts out. They're going to chase down everything. They're going to give 120%. Sometimes you can say, well, Brazil should do more, but of course they're pacing themselves a little bit. They've got an eye on Argentina next Tuesday.
Al-Sharani puts it back in play. Still just a one-goal lead for Brazil. 4 minutes left of time added on. Al-Sawi. It is the left midfield position for veteran Abdul Ghani. Al-Sharani stays in that left back spot. Al-Faraj sends it back, but Saudi Arabia playing like they have a 1-0 lead.
I was about to say the same thing, guys. You've got 3 minutes left. Why don't you just try and attack Brazil? You might just get an equalizer. And this crowd would go wild. Instead of playing it at the back, and as if they're quite happy to hold on to the 1-0 loss. Perhaps they are. Still a decent result, only lose to Brazil 1-0, but is this a chance of victory? Don't you go for it?
Fabinho flips it across from Pablo. Alexandro. Big day for Pablo today, making his international debut. Chance to impress Chichi.
He's done all right, hasn't he, Pablo? We haven't heard too much from him. Had a couple of good blocks in the first half.
Some decent interventions to keep Saudi Arabia out. Here's Lucas Moura. Artur. Wallace. When in doubt, find Neymar. Lucas into a bit of a bad position there. Abdul Ghani on the ground, Fabinho, and he's dispossessed him. Squared back in toward Neymar, looking for Neymar. Instead, it's a newcomer.
Comfortable again, under all sorts of pressure. Saudi Arabia, some of the players have some lovely little touches.
So I'm having a hard time telling you who I'm more impressed with on the Saudi Arabia side. Abdullah Oitaif or someone Al-Faraj, the number 14 and the number 7, I think have been brilliant.
Both have, absolutely. There's been a couple of others who have at least put in a decent shift. And Al-Bishi, who's already been substituted, and so Al-Dasari as well. I mean, they could hold their heads up high, Saudi Arabia, no question about that. Yes, the keeper, before he was sent off, Alawais had to make a couple of good saves to keep the score down. But they've had some good little moments, lovely little skills, good, quick, pacey counter-attacks. And they've never looked totally out of their depth against Brazil.
Lucas leans back on Fabinho. Here's Neymar. Lovely flick by Neymar to pick out Richarlison. Bit of space for Lucas now to deliver a cross. Squared in. Taif deals with the danger. Sharani trying to get over Lucas, and they've given away a corner kick as it's last touched by Al-Faraj.
Risky defending there, trying to tip the ball over Lucas Moura instead of just banging it clear. Here we go, Neymar just applauding everyone. Nice response from the crowd, they love it. And he really has been a top-class player here this evening. Positive, attacking, creative. Taken a few little bumps. No, it hasn't been tackled badly, but just getting up and getting on with the game as opposed to the antics during the World Cup. So it's a nice new Neymar that we're watching.
Outswinger from Neymar. And how's that, a second assist for Brazil's number 10 as the Verde Manila double the lead. Saudi Arabia 0, Brazil 2. Nope, it's Alexandro.
Alexandro.
Who nods it in.
There you go.
First international goal for the Juve fullback.
Good for him there. And perhaps for Brazilian fans, it just makes it look a little bit more acceptable. 2-0. And from a set piece, that'll please the coach, Chichi.
As far as Neymar is concerned, he's the man they came to see, and they got their money's worth today.
They did. It's a good corner in because it's got pace. And like the previous corner, which should have been a goal by Wallace, when it comes in with that pace, you don't have much time to pick up the runners. If they get free of you, then they can score goals. So to score from a set piece always delights any manager.
Oh, it was the last touch of the game. Alexandro gets his first international goal after Gabriel Jesus scored his 11th for Brazil back in the 43rd minute. Saudi Arabia 0, Brazil 2. But the home side can hang their heads up.
They certainly can. Well done, Saudi Arabia. Well done, Brazil. Well done, Neymar. And everybody else. It's been a real enjoyable afternoon's football. Don't forget Tuesdays when it all happens against Argentina.
For Gary Bailey, I'm Andres Cordero. Thanks for watching the Super Classico Championship on beIN Sports.
Now at Arby's, you can get 30 euros for $90. Or for those who aren't trying to cater a Greek family reunion, they're 2 for $6.
Arby's, we have the meats
for sandwiches.
I can't believe it. That everything sticks to Stefan Diggs' hands?
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on the car insurance with Geico. Cool, huh?
Geico could save you 50% or more on car insurance.
Every time a Friday feels like a family reunion, a Corona gets its line. Every time your favorite song is everyone's favorite song. Every time your work friends and your friends become friends. Every time it feels like you're the only two people in the room. And every time it's like you're the only people on earth, a Corona gets its line.
On a very special fans bill by Dr. Pepper.
Hey, Sport, you know how we're a college football family? We like to drink Dr. Pepper and watch games.
Yeah. Well, we found this under your mattress.
Soccer. Everyone was really into it this summer. It's a gateway sport, you know? First you're watching soccer, next thing you know, you're going to watch lacrosse.
Look, it's perfectly natural to experiment with other sports at your age.
Easy, Mom.
I even drank other sodas.
What?
There's other sodas?
Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville.
Now at Arby's, you can get 30 euros for $90. Or for those who aren't trying to cater a Greek family reunion, they're 2 for $6.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches. Looking for a daily football fix? The Extra has your back. Tune in Monday to Friday to catch the best goals, the hottest action. It's your one-stop shop to find out who's hot and who's not. The Extra on beIN Sports.
There are sports that depend on the work of a whole team. They're the artists that craft bikes. Work within the rules. Once on the track, it's my job to break them.
We are on the way for race number 1.
Success is measured by not letting down your peers. Success comes down to you.
And on the race, he does it.
It's me and my machine against the whole world. It's a constant battle of physical endurance and the strength of a motor.
Huge drama here in race number 1.
It's a connection between both souls. To the finish line. Welcome to my world.
Lights out and away we go.
It's a lot of pressure. Can you handle it? Watch the World SBK Championship on beIN Sports.
Hello and a very warm welcome to our coverage of this Group J Total Africa Cup of Nations qualifier from Al Salam Stadium. Very warm at kick-off ahead of Egypt against Eswatini. Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland, of course.